Okay. So when you come up to the carpet, I want you guys to make sure that you are, I'm going to let you guys pick your seats, but I want you to make sure that you pick a good seat, somewhere where you can learn really, really well. So that means that I don't want you sitting, I don't want you laying down, I don't want you sitting on your knees, I want you sitting crisscross applesauce. Do you guys know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. And I also want you to pick somebody to sit next to that you know you're not going to talk to too much. Okay? Make sure it's not one of your really good friends, because I don't want to see you talking all the time, okay? So when I'm doing my lesson, I need you looking at me, not talking to your friends. Okay? And if I see you sitting next to somebody who I know you're going to talk to a lot, then I'm going to ask you to move. Okay? So I want the green table to come on up to the carpet.
Take the chairs with you.
No, don't take your chairs with you. You're going to sit on the floor. So this is one of my friends from school. He goes to school with me. He's going to be videotaping. But does that mean we get to look at the camera and make funny faces?
No.
No. We're going to look at me, not the camera. Okay, blue table, you can come on up to the carpet. Remember, pick a good learning environment. Somebody that you're not going to talk to. Okay. Orange table, you can go ahead and join up. And purple table, you can go on up. Okay, good. It looks like all you have picked good seats. Not going to talk to anybody too much up there. So, we're going to do a couple of things before we start reading the book. So we're going to read a book about rainforests. It's called The Great Kapok Tree. Okay? It has a really, really good message in it. Does anybody know what a message is? Brianna? A message of a story? What's going to happen in the story? So it's kind of like why the author wrote this story. So when we're reading this book, I want you to keep a lookout for the message of the story. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys an example of a message. So I read a book once, and it was all about bullying and how you shouldn't bully or be mean to others. That was the message of the story, how you're not going to bully or be mean to others. I want everybody to make sure they're looking up at me, okay? We're not looking at the camera. We're not making funny faces. Okay, so we're going to think about the difference between fiction and nonfiction. Can anybody tell me what fiction means? Kaylee? Fiction? We're thinking about fiction. Bella?
Fake.
It's fake. It's kind of made up, and it's not true. It didn't really happen. Okay, what about nonfiction? Omar? Nonfiction. If fiction is made up, what do you think nonfiction is? Animals?
Real?
What?
Real?
Real. Good. It's not made up. It really happened. Okay, so do you think that most stories about rainforests are fiction or nonfiction? Nonfiction. Because most stories about rainforests tell about the rainforest and it tells a bunch of facts about the rainforest. But this story about a rainforest is actually fiction. So that means that, well, in this book there's a bunch of information. So there's a bunch of animals that their story talks about. So there's a bunch of animals that are real, and they really are in the rainforest. But the animals also talk. Do animals talk in real life?
No.
No. Do you think that might be what makes the story fiction?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to some tree words. Okay? These tree words are going to come up a lot in our story. Well, not a lot. They're just going to come up in the story, and we have to make sure we know what they mean. Can everybody see the tree words?
Yes.
No? Okay, if you can't see the tree words, I'm going to need you to stand up and scoot this way a little bit. Okay. Okay, good. Now I need you to sit down again. Good. Careful. Good. Okay, so our first tree word is lulled. Can everybody say that with me?
Lulled.
Lulled means to calmly put to sleep. So I'm going to say the word lulled in a sentence. Okay, so lulled means that you, let's see. I could say, I quickly lulled the baby to sleep. Okay, so I put the baby to sleep. Okay, our next word is pollinate. Everybody say it with me?
Pollinate.
Good. So pollinate means to move pollen from one flower to another. Okay, I'm going to read the definitions by myself. Okay, so a sentence with the word pollinate in it would be, the bee went around pollinating the flowers.
Sucking the flowers.
Kind of like sucking the pollen out of the flowers. Next word is wither. Say it with me.
Wither.
Okay, wither means to shrink up. So it's kind of like to shrink up and become really dry. So an example of wither would be the flower withered up and almost died. And the next word is smoldering. Say it with me.
Smoldering.
It's kind of a tricky word. Smoldering means burning. So I want everybody, when I say to, I want everybody to turn and talk to your partner or somebody sitting next to you. And I want you guys to come up with your own sentence with the word smoldering in it. Okay? And when I say 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, I want you guys to close your mouths and look up at me. Okay? Go ahead and talk to your partner. Yep, you guys can talk to each other. You guys talk to each other. I'm going to listen. Good. I'm hearing a lot of good examples. Okay, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay, so can anybody tell me what their sentence was, Abby? The fire was what? Burning. Good. So you could also say the fire was smoldering, couldn't you? Yeah, that's a really good sentence. Okay, we're going to move on to the next word. Next word is dappled. Dappled. Okay, I want everybody saying it with me.
Dappled.
Good. Okay, and when we're not saying things together, what are we going to do? Are we sitting on the carpet really? Are we talking to our friends?
Yes. No.
Okay, well you can talk to Ethan and Cameron. Okay, so dappled means dark and spotted. And in the book, it's talking about dappled light, so dark and spotted light. Okay, now I want you to turn and talk to somebody next to you. Come up with a sentence using the word dappled. Good. You guys have such great examples. Love hearing your sentences. Okay, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Does that mean mouth closed?
Yes.
Okay, Brianna, can you share your sentence? We're gonna remember we're using the word in the sentence. Okay, Courtney.
It was our dog is dappled because it has dark and it has spots on it.
Good. Okay, can anybody tell me a sentence with dappled light? Bella?
The light was dappled when it got colder.
Good. There you go. That's a great sentence. Okay, we're going to move on to the last tree word. So it says plotting. Ready? Plotting. Everybody saying it with me.
Plotting.
Good. Plotting means slow moving. Okay, so again, I want everybody talking to somebody. Come up with a sentence that uses the word plotting. Hey, Autumn. Can you talk to Autumn Adams? Autumn B. Can you talk to each other? Thank you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay, no calling out. Okay, Gabe, can I hear your sentence?
Pottery.
Is what? What is it called?
The turtle is
Plotting. That's a good sentence, though. The turtle is plotting. I like that one. Okay, we're going to have to move on because we don't have that much time. You guys had some great sentences. Remember, I want everybody sitting crisscross applesauce. Okay, is that crisscross applesauce? Omar, you're not playing with my boots right now. Okay, so now we're going to talk about something we're going to do when we're reading. It's called visualizing. Has anybody ever heard that word before? No? It's kind of a big word.
Yes.
So when you visualize, I want everybody you're going to kind of think of a little mini movie in your head. So you're going to come up with a movie, and you're going to think about what you see, what you smell, and what you hear. So you're going to think about a little movie. Here, I'm going to give you guys an example. So my friend was telling me about Halloween night last year. She said there were a lot of people in costumes, and a lot of people were trick-or-treating. So in my mind movie, I thought about what I saw. I saw a bunch of people in costumes. There were a lot of princesses. There were some superheroes. And there were even some witches. And I saw some really, really scary costumes as well. I smelled the sweet, sweet smell of candy, of chocolate, and yeah, chocolate's really yummy. And what else did I smell? I smelled some Skittles and some Starburst. Okay, and then I heard. I heard a bunch of children talking about the candy they got, and yeah, I heard them saying trick or treat. I heard a lot of doorbells ringing. Okay, so now that I told you about my mind movie, do you guys know what that Halloween night was like a little bit better? Yeah. So did anybody else's mind movie, was it kind of similar to mine? Did you think about the same things I thought about? No? You guys had different ones? Is that okay to have a different one? Yeah, that's okay. Because, okay, I need everybody listening. It's okay to have a different mind movie than I had, because it's what helps you understand the story better, right? Okay, so we're going to make a bunch of those mind movies throughout the story. Okay, we have a couple more things to do before we start reading. We're going to take a book walk. A book walk is, you know what a book walk is? What do you think it is?
It's like the beginning, middle,
Kind of. We're going to go through the beginning, middle, end. I'm just going to let you guys know what it is. It's, when you go through the book, you're going to look at some of the words, and we're going to look at some of the pictures. So it helps us know what the story is about. So when we actually start reading, we understand it a lot better. So this is called The Great Kapok Tree. So can everybody read it with me?
The Great Kapok Tree.
Good. And it's a tale of the Amazon rainforest. It's by Lynn Cherry. So can anybody tell me, do you guys know what the setting of a story is? Oh, Kaylee?
where the people or something is.
It's where something is? Yeah, it's where the story takes place. Good. Okay, so can you guys take a guess? Can you guess where you think the setting of the story might be? Lexi?
At the kapok tree.
At the kapok tree. Good. Any other guesses? Donald?
In the jungle.
In the jungle, yeah. Maybe in the rainforest. Okay. Now we're going to start looking at some pages in the book so you can get a really good idea of what it's about. Okay, so I want you guys... Okay, I have a bunch of Post-its on here, but those are just to help me. Okay, so you can just ignore those. So I want you all to look at this picture. Okay, now we're going to make a mind movie about this picture. So there's a man that's holding an axe. You can't really see it, but he's cutting down the tree. He's about, see this little dent in there? He's cutting the tree down. So I want everybody to close their eyes. Now we're not going to go to sleep. We're just closing our eyes to make our mind movie. We're going to think about, what do you see? Are there a bunch of animals? I want everybody closing your eyes. Are there a bunch of animals? Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Do you hear anything? Is the jungle making noise? Is the rainforest making noise?
Yeah.
The animals